The attempt was no number 5. I think this guy took
Congratulations, that was not easy, like a 23-point gap looks on paper. You guys started slowly but managed to find your rhythm, especially in the second half of the game. How big a challenge did the UPDF present?
I think UPDF has been working hard. They've been trying to study, where we had them most in the previous first round game. We scored on them 50 to 100. They didn't like it. They've stepped up. They've been really working hard. So I actually congratulate them for trying to push as hard as possible. When it comes to my team, the Leopards, I think we started really slow and scrappy and serious. We're not recovering on defense. We're not finishing what we have to finish. It gets a little bit tricky every time you take a break. Halfway the season, players at times become complacent and, well, they know they beat the previous team so bad. So, yeah. But I think they will get back. They will get back in their usual ways.
Your two reliable scorers, Perus 0 points, then Maggie 4 points. But Perus, of course, her minutes were reduced to around, I think, 7 minutes. What just happened out there?
She's injured, actually. She's been suffering a couple of injuries. Actually coming in from the JKL game, she played while she had a shoulder injury. This particular game, her thumb is totally bad on the shooting hand. But I just requested her to be around for the game, just in case, UPDF presented a harder challenge than expected. So she didn't actually have to play, but we just tried her to see if she can get going. You can notice I put her on pointing the ball. That's not her usual position. She's usually off the ball to try to get buckets going. So it's fine for her. I mean, it was just to take herself out, but it was not important for her to play. Maggie as well, she's been training lots of volleyball, not with the team so much, so she's also been a little bit off, but it's not a worry for Maggie in particular. She will be back. Regarding Perus, we were treating her. Hopefully she gets back and better. Momo is off, Kandodi Farida traveled, so we're trying to, Momo is still injured, Kandodi traveled out of the country. But we're trying to get the team together to see that we compete favorably in the second round.
But still a good way to start off the second round. Of course, after finishing the first round with a defeat against JKL, how important was it for you guys to get back to winning ways?
I think, every team is important to respect. It doesn't matter what kind of team, presents itself your way. But the most important thing, like you said, is the result. If you have the result that matters most. Our next game in line is JKL. We really have to be prepared for them. I've heard they've beefed up the team with 1-2 players. We haven't done that at the moment, but we're also looking to make sure that we get in some players, but they may not come possibly around the time that we need them for the JKL game, but the team is still ready to compete. We're going to go back, do some revision and get ready for JKL on May 3rd.
Which are those areas you really want to fill?
I think my bigs are really not aggressive. Aggressive on defense. They're not running as good transition. They're actually trusting a lot of their guards to do most of the work, which is not a very good thing for us. They really trust that the guards are able to deliver, but the team has to be complete between bigs and guards. So I'm going to urge them, of course, to push and get better and help us out in all those areas.
The general picture is that the women's division is tight with about 4, 5, 6 teams always termed as title contenders, including of course KCCA Leopards. How do you guys rate yourself this season?
Yeah, I think it's a much better season. KCCA was lying around number 4, number 5 at some point. This year, almost building around the same players with just the inclusion of Ninette and Perus and possibly Maggie. It's almost the same team as the previous seasons, but I love the fact that these girls have gotten together. We will try to get them together, motivate them as much as possible. I think, at worst, we want to finish in the top 2 teams and, try to see if we can actually able to disown of JKO of their, defending championship. But it's, of course, little steps in the way. We're working towards getting ourselves better, but we're not yet there. But I believe, we're in the top 4 and that is good enough to show that we are competing favorably.